Friday saw the best home team in the league against the second best away team. Handshakes all round for some of the players who were playing together for the German national squad midweek against Norway. Game in which the young man there, Andreas Beck, got his debut for the national side. Hoffenheim first in the table with 39 points up against Leverkusen, chasing them in fifth place with 33. We joined the game after just 3 minutes, and it's Leverkusen, the visitors, on the attack with Renato Augusto. He shoves off a challenge from Ibertsberger, sees Helmes, and Helmes does the business. 3 minutes gone, and already the visitors 1-0 up. Hoffenheim to this point unbeaten at home. What a great start that was. Helmes finding the space and the back of the net. Good pass from Renato Augusto. Not a lot Timo Hildebrand could do about that one. Up the other end, 7 minutes later, the ball cut back into Bar by Sanogo. Toby Weiss gets involved as well, and his ball across, finding Salihovic, but it was made difficult by Kadlec. Snow not making it easy to see the ball as it came out of the sky. René Adler not forced to make the save. 12 minutes gone, and then a bit of a mix-up at the back. The first one to react is Simon Rolfes. Third goal of the season for him. Supplied with the goal by Patrick Helmes, who just scored his 14th. 5 minutes earlier, or thereabouts. They weren't complaining about the time. It was 2-0. And Hoffenheim's unbeaten home record was starting to look just a little bit wobbly. Helmes getting stuck in. Was that ball under control? Referee said no. And the goal stood. Much joy for Leverkusen in the snow. Ralf Rangnick, Hoffenheim's coach, not enjoying being 2 goals down. Half an hour gone. Sanogo slipping the ball through to Demba Ba, and he was brought down by René Adler. And referee Dr. Helmut Fleischer pointed to the spot for the second time this season, clearly inside the penalty area. A chance for Hoffenheim to pull one back. Step up Salihovic, and in it goes. 5th goal of the season for the Bosnian international. Straight down the middle. If Adler had stayed there, he'd have stopped it, but he didn't. So 2-1 was the score. Another chance for Hoffenheim to score on 36 minutes. The free kick again, Salihovic. Just onto the roof of the net. Just before half-time, right up the other end, similar sort of situation, something carefully worked from the training ground, and Helmes, with his 15th goal of the season, made it 3-1. This is only the second time that these two teams have met in the Bundesliga. The start of the season in Leverkusen. Leverkusen came out 5-2 winners. Just into the break, it was already 3-1. Plenty to celebrate for the travelling Leverkusen fans. And just after the restart, they had more to celebrate. Tranquillo Barnetta with the corner. And keep an eye on little Gonzalo Castro, who somehow manages to outjump Isaac Forza. 1.70 meters tall. Castro outjumps 1.96 meters tall Isaac Forza. First goal of the season for Castro, equaling his record from last season. And it was 4-1. And after that, there was not a lot to see from Hoffenheim. Half chances. Ibertsberger to Sanogo. Bar with an acrobatic effort. Cross was good. Hoffenheim looked a lot for these long high balls to their tall strikers. Ralf Rangnick could see the writing on the wall, though. Just under 20 minutes to play. Again, a chance for Patrick Helmes in a great vein of form. Kiesling doing the assisting. Another chance just a couple of minutes later. Barnetta very busy all evening. Kiesling. Castro went to place it with the side foot. Maybe he should have just taken a big swing at it. Went for precision. 8 minutes to play. Helmes and Kiesling with an opportunity. Ibertsberger doing enough to put him off. But Hoffenheim's unbeaten home record came to an end quite deservedly. Leverkusen giving them a good thrashing. Always goals between these two, it seems. 3 points, Leverkusen. All eyes were on the capital, where the team from Munich in second place came to visit the team from Berlin in third place into the Olympic Stadium. 74,000. This is where the German FA Cup takes place. This is where the World Cup final in 2006 took place. And yes, we can was the message from the home fans for their team. Both teams knowing that whoever won this game would go top of the Bundesliga, at least for this weekend. We joined the game in the 14th minute, and it's a long shot from Christian Lell for Bayern Munich. They're in their red and white. 27th minute, free kick from Bayern Munich. Hit well, took a bit of a knock against a couple of people. Dimichelis not bringing a smile to his coach's face. On the half hour exactly, corner from Hertha. They weren't hiding. Ebert with it, Dardai and Zeroberto clearing off the line. Dardai back into the team after injury. And it was up and down the whole game. This chance from Tony, where he pulled something in his ankle and had to be substituted off, which was a blow for Bayern Munich. Landon Donovan coming on for him. And then another blow on 38. Patrick Ebert looks up, sees Voronin. Voronin gets away from Lell and makes it 1-0. Fifth goal of the season. Andre Voronin on loan from Liverpool gets the home crowd on their feet. What was Lell thinking? Miles away. Berlin have not won any of their last 14 matches against Bayern Munich. 9 losses, 5 draws. The last time they managed to win was back in December 2001. But they had taken the lead. And their injured striker, Marko Pantelic, very happy. Of course, Mr. Hoeneß, that is Uli Hoeneß of Bayern Munich, not so happy at half-time as Dieter Hoeneß. That's Dieter Hoeneß of Berlin. So 1-0 at half-time, all to play for in the second half, and the second half got off to a stonking start. Both teams wanting to end up at the top of the Bundesliga by the end of this 45 minutes of second half play. Voronin providing Nico with a chance, but Rensing getting out of his goal quickly. In the first half of the season, Bayern Munich romped home 4-1 in Munich, but they were having more trouble getting past the Berlin defence, and mainly that man in the middle, Jaroslav Drobny. Some very good saves put in by him in the afternoon generally. Chance on the hour mark. Lovely little drag back by Raphael. Maybe he shouldn't have switched feet there for the shot. Getting it onto that preferred foot He had the opportunity earlier, and it had been coming for some time. A minute later, shot from Lucio, parried by Drobny. He saves the first effort from Schweinsteiger and the second, but Miroslav Klose, who somehow seems to score more goals when Luca Toni's not on the field, made it 1-1. Ninth goal of the season. He got a couple last time out against Dortmund. Maybe Drobny should have pushed that one to the side, but he made a fantastic treble save, but the quadruple save was beyond him. And he gets consolation from Frank Ribéry, who recognises a good piece of goalkeeping when he sees it. That meant the game was wide open again. Great chance for Ribéry to shine again. Schweinsteiger being foiled third time by Drobny. And at this point in the game, Berlin's legs were starting to get a little bit heavy. And Bayern Munich turned the ratchet. Landon Donovan with the chance. But again, Drobny stopping the efforts of Bayern Munich. Delightful little ball inside from Ribéry. 77 minutes gone. And then the scene of the game. Raphael through to Andre Voronin. First time hits right into the corner. Sixth goal of the season. And Berlin had taken the lead once more. Voronin absolutely ecstatic. 2 goals against Bayern Munich. He loves to score goals against them. 3 of the last 4 matches between these two sides in Berlin had ended goalless. But Voronin got a couple. No matter how many times the Berlin fans see that one, or even the bench sees that one, there'll still be celebrations. Lucien Favre, Berlin's coach, he's done such a good job there. Overachievers really this season, as fans whistled for the end of play. Drobny stopping any dramatics, and all 3 points, and most importantly the tabletop, belonged to Hertha Berlin. Bayern Munich will have to bide their time. Final score, Hertha 2, Bayern 1.
Another massive crowd, this time in Hamburg. An almost full house for the visit of Arminia Bielefeld. Return to the scene for Ivica Olic, suspended for 2 matches. And a rather stern look on the face of the Bielefeld coach, Michael Fronzek. And no wonder he had 7 players unavailable through injury. A patchwork side. Could they resist the pressure from a Hamburg side looking for a Champions League spot this season? That shot coming in from Trokowski. Bielefeld, as expected, defending for most of the opening stages. That was a sporadic shot coming in from Jonas Kamper. And a good save from Ross, too, for 25 minutes, and had to keep himself warm. Hamburg 4th in the table with 36 points. 1 behind Hertha, 2 behind Bayern, 3 behind Hoffenheim. On the half hour, free kick Trokowski. And what a mistake by the Bielefeld goalkeeper. Dennis Eilhoff, who has turned in so many superb performances this season, completely misjudges it. He collides with Alex Silva, but the contact was made after Trokowski had pumped the ball into the middle. No question of a foul, a goalkeeping error, and Hamburg, just past the half hour, deservedly take the lead. Up to this point, Bielefeld had defended, Hamburg had all the possession. 3 minutes later, Olic turns it into the middle and in sails Trukowski. Flew in like an arrow, almost making it 2-0. Great effort from the little midfielder who in midweek played for Germany against Norway. 37 minutes gone. Fine header from Mijatovic from a camper corner. But Bielefeld attacks few and far between. Hamburg in the driving seat. .43 minutes gone. Wisniarek to Katongo. Katongo, the man from Zambia, lovely run, let's fly. Oh, Ross can't hold it. Was that a penalty? The referee said no. And that was a very, very dubious tackle from Mikael Gravgaard, who made his debut against Karlsruhe last week when Hamburg surrendered a 2-goal lead, and Gravgaard was involved in all 3 of the opposition's goals. Or maybe Hamburg a little lucky here. Well, Gravgaard didn't make contact with the ball, did he? He made contact instead with the defender. At half-time, Hamburg still leading by 1-0, and still the snow, the sleet came down. Trukowski involved in almost everything Hamburg did. Eilhoff grasps the ball only at the second attempt. 6 minutes only into the second half. Janssen so dangerous down the left flank. And Trukowski, Eilhoff once again grabbing the ball at a second attempt. It really was an afternoon that Dennis Eilhoff will want to forget. He's lucky that Trukowski thumped that ball into the turf first and didn't quite get hold of it properly. At the other end, the ball floated over, and then another horrific challenge, like the one we just saw in the Dortmund Cottbus game. Referee Felix Brick had no doubt that it was a penalty. Alex Silva claimed that he lost the ball in the snow and, of course, in the lights. Whatever the reason, it was the grossest of challenges. Robert Tescher taking the studs in his head and his chest. A penalty. Wisniarek, 12 goals already, but a miserable penalty. Well saved, though, by Frank Rost. The question is, was he off his line before the ball was struck? Certainly looks like it, but the referee allowed it there. We see Ross now jumps forward, but it's a tough ref that makes the penalty be taken again. Frontsek not happy. That was a golden opportunity for his side to get back on level pegging. The ball nodded back, then Guerrero, sublime skill, looks up and curls it inside the right-hand post of Dennis Eilhoff. There was going to be no way back now for Bielefeld. 2-0 down, with the side cobbled together because of injury to key players, and against a Hamburg side that beat Bayern Munich here only 2 weeks ago and was anxious to make up for that loss in Karlsruhe last week. Guerrero is 5th of the season. Hamburg leading 2-0. And once again, a sublime strike. No chance for the Bielefeld goalie. One more opportunity fell to Bielefeld, and they should have scored from it. Katongo completely free, Ross off his line, but the Zambian international hurrying his shot, blasting the ball over the bar. Glorious opportunity, no offside, the flag stayed down. Frontsek must have realised that his side were not going to leave here with anything whatsoever. 78 minutes gone. Trukowski, 1.69 m, the smallest player on the park, and leaps high to head just over the crossbar. Definitely the man of the match, Piotr Trukowski, along with Ilic, a man who never stopped working. Martin Jol, the Dutch coach of Hamburg, so satisfied. His side grabbed 3 points in an easy 2-0 win over Arminia Bielefeld.